Today I'm going to be sharing with you sales from January 29th to February 1st. It was a good 4 days of sales. I had 23 sales. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter. I'm a reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. I buy mostly used things at thrift stores, yard sales, anywhere I can find a good deal, and I resell them for others to find treasures that they are either looking for or can't afford retail. It's something that lots of resellers are out there doing to help buyers. I like to be fully transparent with you guys, so I am sharing what sold. And the reason I do this is so that it might help your reselling business, or if you're just curious. But it might tell you what to pick up, what not to pick up, and if you do pick up these things, what you might expect to make. I will tell you the title that I use so you understand what keywords you might want to use, again, or not use. I'm not perfect. How long it took to sell, what platform it sold on, any like sales details, what it sold for, what I paid for it, and most importantly, how much I made after fees and cost of goods are taken out. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you sales from January 29th to February 1st. It was a good 4 days of sales. I had 23 sales. So my sales are going up. That's great. The next 3-day period that I'm going to tell you about, because I break the week up into 2 videos, wasn't as great. Go figure. I'm going to be sharing with you the 10 best sales by profit. So I'll go in reverse order, lowest to highest profit. And then I'll share some other sales with you that I'm calling fast flips. Anything that sells within the 90-day period that I'm looking to move my inventory. I'll also go over with you my longest tail item and my lowest profit item. So those are, bad buys, lessons I've learned while thrifting, you name it. I'm going to share it with you. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you're new to my channel and just seeing me for the first time, think about subscribing. Give me a watch. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and click that subscribe button if you are returning. Thanks for coming back. And if you're from my old channel, thank you for following me over here, because I did have a channel that I had started a couple years ago, and it just kind of fizzled, and I wanted to start fresh. Here we go with the top 10 sales. Did I say top 10? Yeah. Top 10 sales. I think everything here sold for $20 or more plus shipping. So the amount that I'm going to tell you, if I don't say plus shipping, it's still plus shipping. They paid for the shipping costs. First item is a Richard Bishop Wild Game Birds set of 2 rocks whiskey glasses, vintage rare MCM. I put rare because yes, you can find a lot of Richard Bishop glasses, many with birds on them, but these particular pattern of birds, I didn't see any others at the time that I listed. Maybe one sold. They still didn't sell for a lot. They sold in 2.5 months on eBay through a customer offer of $18. I had them listed at $24. They did sell via promoted listings on eBay. My cost of goods was $4.37, so I made $11.05. Not bad, but let me tell you, having to wrap these glasses to make sure they didn't break, I really want to make more than that on breakable. So I got to keep that in my mind when I'm picking things up. I did look these up when I bought them. I was like, yes, they look like they sell. They're going to sell for at least $25, but I need to aim higher with breakables for me, because basically I don't like to package up breakables. Takes a lot of time. Time is money. So that's how this is going to go. That's the first one. I'm going to do 9 more, and then we'll talk about some other sales. Next, we have Don Ed Hardy men's size 13 shoes, Y2K slip-on, no lace sneakers, tattoo skull art. These sold in 3.5 months on eBay. I had received some offers earlier, one for $20 and one for $24. I declined those, or rather I probably countered something in between my listing price of $39 and that offer. They did not take me up on it. A customer later sent me an offer of $32. I thought that was fair. and it did sell through promoted listings. My cost of goods was $8.65, so you can see why I didn't want to take those lower offers. And my profit was $11.48. I sometimes just want to get rid of something quickly, and sometimes I'm willing to hang on to it longer. This was the kind of thing that I was willing to hang on to a little longer. Oh, I forgot to tell you where I got these. Both of these were purchased at just thrift stores. The first one at a Goodwill, and the second one, I think that was at an ARC in Denver, Colorado. I moved there. I moved from there not that long ago. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area now. Next sale is an Ann Taylor Petite size 4P blazer jacket, black gray, one button zip pockets career. You're thinking Ann Taylor sells? Petites sell? Size 4 sells? Yes, all those things. I actually got this in a Goodwill blue box, so that's like a mystery box that Goodwill sells. I haven't purchased one in a long time, so I don't know what they're like these days, but earlier, actually last year, when I was having a severe flare-up of my rheumatoid arthritis, I was not able to get out and thrift to source, and so I was relying on these mystery boxes to keep me going. Did I have a lot of inventory in my death pile? Yes, but I was missing that thrill of sourcing. So I relied on some Goodwill boxes, and I just did an analysis of that, and I have tripled my investment in those boxes. So it hasn't been bad, but I did get things like this, things that I wouldn't normally have picked up. And I still probably wouldn't pick up a small size petite Ann Taylor blazer just because there's so much Ann Taylor out there. This took 11 months to sell, sold on eBay through an offer to likers of $23.20. It did sell a few weeks after relisting, and it sold through promoted listings. So I like to relist my items within 30 to 60 days after they've already been online, just to freshen them up and get new eyes out there. With this being online for 11 months, I probably relisted it 11 times. I had paid $1.97. That was my average cost of goods in that Goodwill blue box, and my profit was $12.71. The next sale is also from a Goodwill blue box, and it was something I thought was never gonna sell. Zara woman, size medium pants, cream, satin, flowy, harem, coastal, vanilla, neutral. Remember that vanilla trend and the coastal trend? I was trying with the keywords. These were really, I loved the style of these pants. Sometimes pants just don't come off very well when you're taking pictures of them for online resale. You know, they sold in 8 months, sold on eBay through a customer offer of $20. I had it listed for $25. And it also sold a couple weeks after relisting, and it also sold via promoted listings. So my cost of goods, the average for that particular blue box was $1.52 per item, and then my profit was $12.86. Next, we have a fast flip, a super fast flip. It sold in 1 day on eBay. Jellycat Bashful Donkey Gray 12-inch soft plush stuffed animal toy Lovey Fuzzy. If you watched my day in the life video, you would have seen me pick this guy up. And it was a full price sale of $18.96. I had paid $1.75 for him, and so my profit was $13.79. I love Jellycat. I love looking it up to see if it'll sell. I have learned not to pick up all of them. I have a lion that's just been hanging out in my inventory for quite a while. Why the lion didn't sell as quickly as the donkey, I don't know. Who knows? And I picked this up at Goodwill. We're halfway through the top sales. Next, we have a vintage size 9-10 dress, Hawaii style, jewel tone, faux wrap, V-back, ruched side bow. When I looked this up, I was getting Hawaii vibes, and this sold in 3 months on Poshmark through a customer offer of $20. I had it listed for $29, but that seemed fair. It went to Hawaii. I was very excited to see that and just made me happy. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale, and my profit was $15. Next sale is Allbirds women's size 7 sneakers, merino wool, Piper's burgundy shoes, sustainable. This pair of shoes sold in 2.5 weeks on Poshmark through a customer offer of $32. I had it listed for $45. Someone had sent me a message saying, I'm a teacher, I have a budget. At the end of the month, I could pay, and I think she had said 30 or something. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what she said. But after a week or so passed, I messaged her and I said, you know, I'll take 32 if you want to send me an offer for that. She was excited and I made $19.12. My cost of goods on this was $6.48. They were in really great condition. In fact, I think that's probably the only way I'm going to pick up Allbirds anymore, because some people can really wear the heck out of those shoes and they don't sell as well as they used to. Here we have a Gund Teddy 2 Shoes, vintage 1985 bear, blue eyes, bunny slippers, stuffed animal. This bear, when I looked it up, I was pretty excited because I saw that it had good comps, and yet it took over a year to sell. Sold on eBay through a customer offer of $43. I had it listed at $50. Sometimes you just have to be patient with vintage items. You have to be patient with plush. And it did sell a couple of weeks after relisting and through promoted listings. I had paid $5 and my profit was $24.54. So if you're wondering what I mean by promoted listings, eBay has a feature. I think you have to have a store in order to use it, but they have a feature where you can choose to opt into promoted listings and it'll show up as, I think it'll say advertisement or promotion or something. I always forget what it says at the top. I'll put something up here so it shows you. And you pay a little extra in fees if somebody buys the item after they've clicked on that. It does add up, these fees. So I do prefer that my items sell outside of that, and I don't add them to my promoted listing for 7 days. That has been what I've been doing for a long time. I'm actually going to extend that to 14 days. I'm going to give things 2 weeks, 2 full weeks to sell either full price or for an offer for just regular fees before I tack on more fees, because I need to increase my profits. And I have been, it seems like so many things have to sell through promoted listings. In reality, did that? I think there was probably not that much competition for the Gund Teddy 2 Shoes bear. Now, the Allbirds, bad example because those sold on Poshmark, but let's see, the Zara pants. There's probably 1 million Zara pants out there. So yes, it probably did need to be promoted to sell. Gund Teddy 2 Shoes probably didn't need to be promoted to sell. So when I relisted it before, you know, it would have come out of my promotion, and then I added it back after a week. If I had waited 2 weeks, I might have gotten a little more money for that item. Are you following? Let me know if you're not following. I'll try to explain. Next sale is a Rainbow High doll, Skylar Bradshaw, new in box, and then I put Reed in parentheses. Series 1 blue fashion toy. Great find. I've never sold one of these dolls before, but I've seen on other YouTube channels that the Rainbow High dolls are a good pickup. This one was new in box. That was awesome. Series 1. That's really great. I put Reed in parentheses because the box did have some damage on top, but the doll was fine. So this sold on Mercari in 2 days through a full price sale of $50. I had paid $10.81. I did pay up for it. And my profit was $32.01. I'm a little embarrassed by my water bottle here, sorry. It's not a Stanley. It's an Owala. I got this, anyway, whatever. Christmas gift. I love it. It's a 40-ounce bottle. You gotta stay hydrated, people. And my last and best sale, it's not the last sale we're gonna talk about, but it is my last of the top 10. It is my best sale of that time period. It's a Columbia men's size 3X jacket, northern bound coat, new, water resistant, fleece lined. This was a super fast flip, sold in 5 days on eBay. This was a great coat. Like I said, it was new with tags. I picked it up at a yard sale for $5, and it was very heavy duty. Just a great jacket for winter. This sold for full price of $49.96. My profit was $34.65. It was $115 retail. So that's good. I didn't have to pay any additional fees through promoted listings. It still went from a $50 sale to a $35 sale after you take out cost of goods and fees. So, you know, the least amount of fees I can pay, the better. All right, now I have 9 additional fast flips. It was a good time period. Okay, I was going to say good week, but I break up the week. So it was a good 4 days. This first one is a Kids by Rifle Paper Company, size 9 sneakers, Queen Anne pattern, gray gold floral. Really cute pattern on these Kids. Rifle Paper Company is, I believe, like a stationery company. And they do other type of gift things, you know, mugs and that type of stuff. This sold in 3 weeks on Poshmark through a customer offer of $16. I had it listed for $20. I had paid $5.41. I got this at a Salvation Army, and my profit was $7.39. Next fast flip, Lucky Brand, size US 8, EU 38 boots, Larissa perforated suede, ankle booty heeled. You've probably seen these boots out at the thrift. They are everywhere. I see them everywhere. And I want to pick them up because they're always in great shape. But these had been sitting around for 2 months. Still a good sale. But I was like starting to worry that they weren't going to sell. And I'm afraid to pick up more. I didn't make a whole lot on them. They did sell in 2 months on Poshmark through a customer offer of $18. Item listed for $25. The cost of goods was $7.03. So let's say I found them for $1 or $2. Sure, why not? I'll pick them up if they're in this kind of condition. They were beautiful condition. But my profit was only $7.37. Didn't have to do much cleaning. Easy to photograph, easy to list and ship. So it's not a bad profit. But I was a little worried if they were going to sell. And I do see them out everywhere. This like laser cut, you know. The next item is one of my bread and butter native kids size C13 Lynx water shoes, slip-on gray orange, waterproof. These sold in 5 days on Mercari. They never sell for much, but they sell quickly. And this particular style, the Lynx, is different than the Jefferson that I usually find. I wasn't sure if that was going to be better or worse. I guess it was fine in the end. It sold through a customer offer of $13. I listed them for $15. I had paid $4.87. My profit was $5.75. I suggest picking these up if they do not require much cleaning. Because yes, they are washable, but not everything comes off in the wash. And so I spent more time cleaning these than I would have liked. So lesson learned to me. I will continue to pick up native shoes for a while if they're low priced, $5 or less, and if they're in really good condition. Because I have a few pair for sale in my closet that they all took me longer than I would have liked. Next, another bread and butter sale is Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Sneaker Unisex Men's 7, Women's 9, low top. Then I have the color style number M7652, optical white. Beautiful condition shoes. Once again, I did have to add a pair of laces because I didn't have any. These sold in 1.5 weeks on eBay. Full price sale of $25, and it sold via promoted listings. I had paid $10.81. That's high. I only made $5.60. Would I do that again? They sold so quickly and they required no cleaning. I happen to have an extra pair of laces. So maybe if I didn't have a pair of laces, I wouldn't have picked these up. Phoenix 100% wool felt hat, gray floppy wide brim, shaped one size leather band. What did I mean by shaped? I think I meant like it was shaped, like it had, you know, a clear shape to it. This sold in 2.5 months on eBay. It was a full price sale of $8.96, and it sold through promoted listings. All these ones that sold through promoted listings that I might have been able to get more if I'd held out before adding them to my promotion. Or maybe they wouldn't have sold. I paid $4.32 for this. My profit was $5.45. I do have a hard time passing up wool hats. I really do. I probably paid too much for it. My cost of goods has really been creeping up. I've got to be more careful. Next item, Coach Poppy size 6.5 plaid ballet flats, Cambria bow toe shoes, preppy holiday. These sold in a month on eBay. These were so cute. Whenever I get an offer for a pair of shoes that's a 6 or 6.5, I tend to take it. That's a small size, and they'll sit around in my inventory for a while. The customer offered me 22. I had them listed for 34. They did sell through promoted listings as well. I had paid $9.73, so my profit was $5.31. I feel like a lot of these are lessons at the same time as fast flips. It's a Pioneer Woman 5-quart colander, wildflower whimsy, floral metal teal decor. You can look up the Pioneer Woman items using Google Image. That's the easiest way to do it. Yes, this stuff is sold at Walmart, but some of these items are no longer sold and people are looking to either add to their collection or replace. This sold in 1 month on eBay, full price sale of $25. I undercharged for shipping, so lesson to me, I did not put the dimensions of the package in my listing. And so it ended up undercharging. I noticed with the most recent USPS price hike that my shipping has been going, well, obviously if they're hiking prices, my shipping is going up, but I have not been charging enough. And I used to charge enough for shipping, and lately I have not been. So this was a worse sale than it could have been. I paid $5 at an estate sale for this, and my profit was $4.48. Would have been a lot better had I, well, it would have been a little better had I not undercharged for shipping. 2 more fast flips. Hallmark Winnie the Pooh Christmas ornament, Christopher Robin play, $19.99 with box. This sold in 2 weeks on Mercari. I had more Mercari sales this time. I had 3. I had 3 Mercari sales. Usually I only have 1. It was a full price sale. It was only a $6 sale. I paid $2. My profit was $2.55. I won't pick up more of these. And my last fast flip is a Vera Bradley Suzanne set of 3 ornaments, Floral Paisley trio with decorative box. I would also consider this a lesson learned. Sold in 2 months on Poshmark through an offer of $11. I had it listed at $18 at first. I had paid way too much at $4.32, and my profit was $1.71. This is the case of it looked better in the store when I was looking at comps than it did when I got home. Yeah. All right, 2 more sales to talk about. One is the item that took the longest to sell, and one is my lowest profit item. Which one do we want to do first? I have lowest profit on my spreadsheet first, so we'll go with that one. It's a Lane Bryant plus size 16W Bermuda shorts, new stretch, lyocell cotton, 10-inch inseam. These sold in 3 months on Poshmark. I'd listed them back in the winter. I should have held on to these a little longer. I sent an offer of $11. I think I was like doing offers through Poshmark and didn't realize that I'd already dropped the price on the, I don't know what I did, but these sold for only $11. I had them listed originally at $20. They probably would have sold outright for $20 later in the summer. They were brand new plus size shorts. They were black, which, you know, it's a great color. Everyone wants a black pair of shorts, and they had that lyocell in them. That's a good blend. They would have sold for more than $11 had I held out. I paid $5 at a yard sale, and so my profit was only $1.03. Okay, last one. Susan Bristol size medium sweater, vintage 1991, hand embroidered cottage core floral. I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably still pick this up. It wasn't a bad sale. It just took 1.5 years. And vintage takes longer. So I'm okay with that for some items. This sold through a customer offer of $18. I had it listed for $34, but since it had been listed so long, I thought, all right, I'll take that. It sold through promoted listings as well. I had paid $1.08. Where did I get this? Got it at a place called the Noah's Ark thrift store, and that's in some small town in Colorado. My profit was $10.57, so not a bad profit. And I did really like the looks of the sweater, so it made me happy to sell it. Other than that, I had two other sales. One was a Fiesta wear luncheon plate. It was mine. I have some extra Fiesta wear I'm selling off. And then another was an Ishakti dress. Great brand, but better to stick to the larger sizes. It was a size small. And I don't know. I don't have how long it took, but I know it took over a year. My average profit per item was $11.35. I'm really trying to get that over 15. So although I had a lot of sales, I did have to clear some things out at lower prices and pay extra fees to get them moving. My average cost of goods was $4.78, so that's not too bad. It's all right, y'all. It's all right. I was happy to make 23 sales in those 4 days. Stay tuned. In a few days, I'll be posting another thrift haul video where I go through all my pricing strategy with you, what I've picked up, how much I paid for it, and how much I could possibly make on it based on all the research I do online. Thank you. And again, give me a thumbs up and just keep listing. Bye, y'all. You'll see my hands just do this every now and then.